And then me, feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself.
Warning, brain damage may result from this hairstyle. I'm just kidding. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So you may notice we're in a bit of a different setting. I brought my friend, Josh, hairstylist extraordinaire. Ariana Grande's literal hairstylist, like what?
Thank you.
He's literally amazing, like on top of that. And yeah, we're gonna show you guys a little supermodel snatch. This is like really exposing the secrets of the stars because every supermodel, celebrity, etc.
They all got a secret.
It's a little secret, and Josh showed it on his Instagram story, so definitely follow him on Instagram if you don't already, but he showed it on his Instagram story, and I was like, honey, let's do a little video for my rock stars. So today we're actually partnering up with L'Oreal. Both of us partnered up with them for this video so that we could show you like the style, the secrets, expose everything, but also show you our favorite products and some of their most iconic products as well. So let's do this.
Let's do it. So first we're gonna start with prepping your hair and blow drying it. Not gonna get too
What?
straight.
I mean, it's already dry.
But yeah, you gotta blow dry some product into it so that way the curls last a little longer. It has the shine and the ends don't look damaged.
And then me, was that some shade?
Damaged. A little, you know, no shade, just tea. Depending on your hair type, you do wanna typically prep your hair with a little bit of product, whether it's like a leave-in conditioner or a thickening spray. There are a bunch of products out there that are perfect. So what we're gonna do is just give it a little bit of volume since we're gonna do like a beach wave supermodel look. I'm gonna use the Orbe Volumista spray.
Ooh.
So what we're gonna do is just quickly spritz that in the root.
Love some good volume. I feel like that, like the look, which I'm so excited to be doing, like kind of like this supermodel Victoria's Secret kind of vibe, you know, with like, you know, I'm an angel, but not really, but like maybe one day. You have to have that volume and like the airiness. So I feel like it's really important to use like lightweight products, right? Yeah.
So a little goes a long way. So I'm only spritzing it in this upper crown area and a little bit in this area just to give it a little bit of grip so that way when we curl it, it doesn't have a problem of like holding a curl. And then I'm gonna spritz a little bit of the L'Oreal heat protectant spray. So it's all about just getting the product blow dried.
Blow dried.
Blow dried?
You have
into
to
the
blow
hair.
dried.
Blow dried
And then
into
me,
the
let's
hair.
go with blow dried.
Yeah.
Blow
We're gonna just blow dry the product into the hair. There we go. We're gonna blow dry the product
We're gonna
into the
blow
hair.
dry the product.
So we're just gonna spritz the hair from mid shaft to the ends, making sure it's nicely saturated. You don't wanna go too heavy though.
You have such professional terms. I love mid shaft to the end.
Well, the body of the hair, whatever.
If I was doing this tutorial on my own, I probably would have just been like, from here to here, like, you know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
I just don't, like I'm saying, like, I'm not really a hair expert. Like, I try to do what I can. But it's nice when you find products that are easy to use because even, like, at home, if you're not a professional or celebrity hairstylist, you can achieve similar looks.
So after I spritz the product in, I go ahead and brush the ends out just so that way, like, while I'm blow drying it, I don't have to worry about it getting, like, all ratted up. Obviously, if you have curlier hair or, like, wavy hair that you don't want as wavy, or it's super frizzy, you might want to actually go ahead and smooth it out with a proper blow dry. If you're ever struggling with volume in your hair, it's really easy to get if you spray that thickening spray and you blow dry in the direction that you want it to go. So a lot of times people just blow dry their hair down like this, but if you're blow drying it up and like directing the hairs up as you're blow drying, you'll definitely get the lift that you want.
Wow, it feels thicker. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like that, it works. And then me, wow,
Yeah.
Josh, this is why you're a celebrity hairstylist.
A little product, who knew, you know? Great, so now that we did this, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the snatched secrets.
Ooh.
So, if you ever wanna know what you would look like with a snatch, watch this. So if I go into your sideburn area and just lift up,
Ooh.
you can see what it does to like your eyebrows and stuff.
Ooh, look at the side view.
It like lifts up your jaw.
And then
it
who
accentuates
is
all
that?
of it.
Bella?
Where? But that's why girls look so great with like a ponytail.
Oh my God. And then wow, Josh, can you do my hair?
And then
today?
there are a lot of different ways to get the snatched look. There's also a face tape technique, which a lot of drag queens use, and even actresses use that underneath their wigs. So that's something that like exists and people can totally do and is totally achievable on your own as well. This hair trick is just a way to incorporate it into your hairstyle so that way you don't see, there's no visible signs of like face tape and all that good stuff. So what you're gonna need is a rat tail comb to kind of section off and some clips so we can section away the hair when we start braiding. So where you would typically put your eyeliner, we're gonna just follow that line this way. So you're gonna grab, I literally grabbed your eye. I was like,
Let me grab your eyelashes and
Yank
snatch
it.
them off.
so you're gonna go ahead and go right in this area, section it upwards in that direction.
All the secrets are being exposed.
Yep.
Next, you'll find out who my boyfriend is. Just kidding. But maybe I'm not. I don't know. We'll see. It might be public news by then. Wow, my laughing face also is like the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Don't worry, this side of my face is hideous, so we're just gonna, it's
Stop!
fine. That's why I was like, oh, that's your good side. I'm like, all right, so now that you section that area out, you wanna make sure you grab a diagonal little like triangle section. You see how it's like a little triangle right there? You can actually cut it smaller depending on how much hair you have. You just need to be able to use these as your hands to lift the face. Look at that.
Ooh.
that?
Ooh.
Okay,
She is
so what we're gonna
reborn.
do is we're gonna go ahead and braid this section tight against the head.
So you want to leave this section out, right? So that we can
Yes.
kind of cover like the
Yeah.
braids.
If you look from the front, you wanna make sure that these hairs are enough to cover the braid that you're about to put down. So now that we have this section, we're gonna go ahead and hairspray the lengths and near the root area of the hair. I'm spraying the L'Oreal Elnet Satin Hairspray. It's extra strong hold, and this one is specifically formulated for dry, damaged hair, and I just use a very liberal amount. The point of this is just to have the grip and make sure that the braid doesn't get frizzy because you're gonna see that obviously underneath your hair.
And I feel like that hairspray, like everybody uses it on set. I mean, you tell me, like, is that true?
Yeah, I mean, literally, since my days of assisting hairstylists, that was like the one thing that you had to have in your kit. It's buildable, it's lightweight, it has like a really fine mist, so it doesn't really have a lot of product buildup. And I feel like the key selling point of it is that it disappears at like the stroke of a brush.
Yeah, you don't have to you don't feel it in your hair afterwards. Like it just brushes through really easily. And on top of that, it's affordable. Like you can find it at any drugstore.
Totally.
You know, I'm big on Target. So, they sell it at drugstores or even online and stuff like that.
All right, so as you can see, we are braiding it in an upward direction. So if you look, we are starting really tight and then braiding it up. Because what we want to do is we want to be able to bring her face as up and her eye as up as possible. So if you do it straight, you're not going to get the same effect as if you were to braid it up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You want a literal facelift here.
Yeah. So, this is what we do when we can't afford a $60,000 facelift just yet. All right, so now that you did your braid, you don't have to braid it all the way to the end, just about like midway through, because you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna connect the two. So you wanna make sure that you're pulling this braid to where you think the other braid would meet up. So now you're gonna go ahead and tie it off. I like to double up my bands just to make sure that it has extra security. I'm gonna go ahead and let this go, and we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Another side note, this is not a good thing to do every day. So if you notice that you already have breakage around your hairline, this will only add to the breakage around your hairline area. Price
Yeah,
of beauty,
look at
man.
this. I have so much breakage. I have literal bangs now, and I never had those.
Well, coloring. Roxette
then
loves a clean, sleek look. She loves a low pone. She loves a
Loves
high
a low
pone.
comb.
Exactly. So now that we finished these two braids, they stick out on the sides. You can kind of see. So what we're gonna do is cleanly take a section of hair in the crown of the head where it kind of follows that eye line again. How are you on pain tolerance?
Honestly, I'm pretty good because when I was skating, when I was figure skating, we would really pull it back. And there's this lady that would just do braids everywhere. Like my fellow figure skaters out there probably know who I'm talking about. But there was this lady that would just like braid your hair like crazy, but it would be like braids into like braid buns or like a braid in the shape of a heart like on the top. Like she did like she did like really creative stuff.
She was doing snatched.
She was snatched before it was a thing to be snatched.
And then what we're gonna do is hairspray that so that way it doesn't get all tangled and caught when we connect the two braids together. And there's a few ways to do this. You can kind of figure out which way would work best for you. You might actually need a friend for this because it's kind of hard to see the back of your head. Here's the first option. Now that we went ahead and made a clean section back here, we can grab these two and use a clear elastic and tie these two together as tight as you can. You can see it gets pretty tight back here, and you want to make sure that the hair underneath isn't getting like bunched up or too messy. So once you tie it, you can even tighten it even more by like going ahead and pulling those two together. But again, you can see how if you get hair stuck in there, you're gonna yank those girls out. So when you pull those together, you can just keep tying, and the little braid acts like as notches, you know what I mean? And then you can pin those down, or you can add a clip in on top as necessary. So for the next way, I'm gonna show you how to use a bobby pin. You're gonna anchor it into the braid. So you can see that I have the pin in here and it is just really anchored in there. Don't pull it all the way through just yet. You wanna take it about midway through, and you're gonna go ahead and bring the two braids together, and you're gonna insert it into the other braid. Again, you might need a friend to do this, but you can kind of do it blindly. The point is you just wanna get it stuck inside the braid. Pull, 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 pull to however far you can get it. You wanna insert it into one of the notches of the braid.
It is pretty tight, but...
It's okay, it's gonna loosen up right now. You're like, my eyes are on the sides of my head. And I literally secured it by hooking it in this braid and then like redirecting it back into itself. So it is tight and she is literally stuck into herself. So if I wanted to take it out, I would just shove this over and then pull it out. You can also use bungee cords to connect to the braid. Make sure that you are not going in with the hook facing your head, because if you go with the hook facing your head, you're going to claw your head and it's gonna hurt. So what you wanna do is you wanna make sure you're angling the hook upwards and just slide that in. And then you can go ahead and then hook it all the way to the other side. And then those two will connect and they'll be super tight. If it's too tight all the way up here, you can move down a notch to loosen the tension. So let's see the result.
Ooh. Oh my God, I really see it.
Work. Do you see, like, it even emphasizes like your eyeshadow a lot. You can go ahead and style your hair accordingly, you know, and however you want. Honestly, girls even do low ponytails like this because when you do low ponytails, I don't know if you've noticed, when you do low ponytails, you're like, why do my eyes look more droopy today when I did a high ponytail yesterday? It's because you're bringing your edges and like pulling your face downward. Right now we're gonna do Victoria's Secret beach waves just because like we want like that supermodel effect, you know? Without further ado, here we go.
Beach waves 101. Dude, this is crazy though. I really feel a difference. Like you feel like so confident.
Because you don't feel like it's like
saggy. We don't want to be saggy, okay? No sags.
No.
No sags in the house. Except Sagittarius, because I am a Sagittarius, but no sags in this.
Sag, but no sag.
But no sag. Except if you're an actor, then maybe.
Yeah. One of my favorite things to do before styling hair is spritzing it all over with some hairspray. What I do is I just go ahead and spray it section by section, and I brush it out.
Josh is leaving me soon, and I'm so upset. He's going on tour for 6 or 7 months, right?
Yeah, 6 to 7 months. I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be on the Sweetener World Tour with Ariana.
Let me bring me with you. I'm like obsessed with the new album though, honestly. I really, really like it.
Oh my God, it's so good, right?
NASA. And also Needy. I think those are my two favorites from the whole album. Needy like speaks to me. It really does.
Low-key, I'm needy too.
Low-key, I'm super needy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, when I smile though, I could see a difference. And then wow, Bella, I'm coming for you.
I always start from the back and then I work my way forward, up and forward. I spritzed it all over, brushed it through, and now I'm gonna go ahead and spritz section by section. So I did say I was gonna use a 1 1/4 inch iron, but instead, I'm gonna use a 1 inch iron. And you're like, 1/4 of an inch difference doesn't really make a difference, but it really does, especially for girls whose hair doesn't curl that well. So we're gonna go ahead and use the 1 inch, and what you're gonna do is just not keep it on as long. So like, you know, when you would typically keep the hair in the iron for like, what? like 10 to 15 seconds or so. Instead, he would only keep it on for like 5 to 10.
And then me so scared about the curling odds. And then me, I can feel the heat.
If your hair is short, you should always be using a 1-inch.
Ooh, good point. I still want to cut my hair. I don't know.
Okay, well, we're not going to talk about that because
Josh
you
and
know how I feel about
Josh
that.
and Edson both want to strangle me a lot of times because I'm like so indecisive. Like one day I'll be like, I want to dye my hair platinum. The next day I'll be like, I want to dye my hair pitch black. In your career, what was like the biggest moment for you so far?
I want to say my biggest moment was probably my L cover with Ariana. I'm like, wow, I guess I am doing good. I guess I shouldn't quit hairstyling.
Aw, that's so cool.
To get that beach wave look, you're gonna just alternate in the direction in which you curl. And you wanna curl in a vertical way, not horizontal. Horizontal will give you more of that classic wave. If you do vertical, you will get more of like a beachy texture.
Wait, what? I did not know that made a difference. Why didn't no one tell me this? I always do it sideways, like horizontal.
Well, I feel like when you're doing it alone at home, it's a lot more difficult.
It is. It's
Yeah.
difficult to get the
it's hard to
beachy
be
waves.
like, oh, how do I reach this piece?
Yeah.
You know, so I get it and I get the struggle.
I wonder if they get headaches from this.
Yes, you absolutely will.
When you've worn this hairstyle on yourself, like what is the longest time frame that you've worn it?
3 days. Okay, but you know what though? Here's the trick. What I'll do is I'll leave the braids in and I'll take the bobby pin out.
Okay,
at
okay,
night.
okay,
Or
okay.
I'll take the hooks out for a period of time, but I'll leave my braids.
Right. And then my snatch is so tight, it's making me forget. And then brain damage warning.
I always say whenever I have a snatch, I feel like a hammerhead shark. I feel like the eyes are on the sides of my
Yeah.
head. All right, guys, so in the front area, I already finished curling her hair, but in the front area, I like to make sure that I curl her extensions with her own hair together away from the face. Make sure you do that on both sides. And then after you're done curling it, I like to go ahead and brush it out. Give it a good brush. If your hair doesn't hold a curl very well, let's go ahead and spray some more Elnet Satin Hairspray.
Oh, yes, honey. You can really see it. Like,
Yeah. So now that we went ahead and sprayed it one more time with hairspray, so that way it lasts all day, I'm gonna go ahead and brush it out and give her that soft, like Victoria's Secret waves. And then I'm also going to go in with some texture spray to kind of rock it up, you know?
Yeah.
Rock and roll texture. Roxette.
rock and roll, baby. That's something that Yes always does too. She'll be
What?
like, rock and roll, baby.
Rock and roll.
Because both of us love classic rock. But honestly, isn't it weird?
Like actual classic rock, or are you talking about like classic rock like Miley Cyrus?
No.
Oh.
But when she was coming here a lot, I honestly thought we were becoming one person. Like, I literally thought we were becoming, like, to become one. And then me thing, it just, like, happened so fast. It was, like, a story thing. Everyone always asks, like, why we do that or how we do that. And it's like this weird thing that we made up this one time, but it's like kind of telling a story. Like, and then me, and then Josh, and then me, why did you wipe up my makeup? And then Josh, oops, sorry. And then yes, wow, exposing everything today.
And then me.
And then me, don't even know when I'm saying it anymore, honestly. Like, it just like is a part of my vocabulary at this point.
All right, guys, so I'm gonna show you real quick how we're gonna hide her short layers. So behind the ear, you can see that this is all her own hair, and then we clipped away her extension hair. This doesn't actually have to be super clean or tight. You're gonna hairspray the root area of that, and you're just gonna braid it away. And the hairspray is really just to give it some grip. Just make sure you don't lift your hair up, otherwise you're gonna be exposed for the fraud that you are. All right, guys, so now that I finished braiding, I braided all around the perimeter of her hairline. You can just use a clip-in right on top of this braid that you put. You're just gonna go ahead and tie an elastic around it, and then you're gonna pin the braid into itself to hide those layers.
Oh, another thing that she said, that she taught me to say is pero like, you
Pero
know,
like.
but like.
Pero like, yeah. Okay, so now she has no little bits hanging out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and spray some texture spray to give it a little bit more rock and roll texture. And I like to use the Orbe Dry Texturizing Spray. Loosen up the curls just a little bit, make it a little bit more Victoria's Secret, you know?
Who is she?
Very supermodel. That's the final look, you guys. And
Woo, woo.
we are happy with it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
we
then me.
are. We are
And then me,
happy.
no.
Yeah, we're happy with it, and she's tight.
And then oh, she is tight. It's crazy because you really do feel it even when the rest of my hair is down and obviously it looks like a bit of a casual look. You feel the snatch and you like, it makes you a different woman, honestly. It's making me feel like a different woman because it's like, Bella? Is that you?
Who
Gigi?
is that? Who is that under there? Doesn't it kind of feel like you have a ponytail underneath this?
That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like you took like a high pony, but like let the rest of your hair down and you are
like
left
covered it.
with
You
that.
covered your high pony.
Yeah, literally.
Are you having problems thinking? Like,
And then me, a little brain dead. This is the industry secret, celebrity
Yeah.
secret.
it's so crazy.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Josh, for
Of course. Thank you
coming.
for having me.
And thank you to L'Oreal for partnering
you.
with us.
Yeah.
And I will leave Josh's social links down below, like his Instagram and everything that he has. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below if you want to see any other videos, and we'll see you next time. Bye.